Hey friends! So I'm hopping on here quickly. I don't even know how long I'm really going to be on here. I don't know. I just kind of felt called to do this live and talk about the power of connection, just because I feel like it really hit me today. And so I talked about it a little bit on my stories. I ended up meeting some girlfriends for coffee. Unintentionally, I ran into 4 friends this morning. I was trying to think. I met one of my friends purposely this morning for coffee. And what was so crazy was out of the corner of my eye, I saw another face and I was like, wait, do I recognize that face? And once she caught my attention, of course she came over and gave me a huge hug. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? It's actually a friend I'm supposed to meet for coffee on Wednesday. And, you know, she was like, oh, I'm meeting another friend who I also knew, like they were just getting coffee. And so when she got there, I gave her a huge hug. I literally just saw her yesterday at the market that I went to. And so it was great to see all of my friends. And we were laughing about, you know, just this funny coincidence. Like, what are the odds that we're all here at the same time, you know? And so not everybody knew everybody. So I did some introductions. We took a funny picture together. We're chatting, kind of saying like who we are, what we do. Hello. Hi. Do you want to say hi to everybody? All right, hi, buddy. Hello. You want some food too? He's probably like, hey, crazy lady, it's time for me to eat too. But then, you know what was even funnier is as we're like getting ready to leave, bye, we're saying goodbye. What a funny coincidence. We share some information. Don't you know, another friend of mine comes over and she was like, Camelia, I knew I recognized that voice. So it was crazy to just like run into all these people that I knew, right? But what's even better is that we were able to make further connections with everyone. And I was like, this is what's so great is my network is expanding, but it's also intertwining all at the same time because the last person to join our group knew the first person that I met with. And then she met one of the other people yesterday at the event for the first time. So everyone is coming together. And I was like, wow, this really is the true power of connection, bringing people together. And this is like small and it's for me local, but I think you can feel connected to people virtually as well. And I think that's something that is missing, you know, from society these days is connection. And I don't think people truly understand just how amazing and powerful true connection really can be. Connection is helping you get through the hardest times in your life. Connection is helping other people without knowing or expecting anything in return. I love helping people and connecting people because I know that it'll come back to me for sure. What do I know how? No, but like, are those people going to speak highly of me in rooms where I am not? Yes, because I've taken the time to help them and connect them. And I think a lot of times, you know, we almost think in like self-serving manners. And that's what I don't like about traditional networking. It's like, how can you help me? But that's the beauty of the internet and social media. There are so many people online that are posting information to help you, just to help you, especially online. Like I post helpful style tips without the expectation of anything from anyone. Am I going to meet most of the people who follow me online? Probably not. Probably never. You know, I have been fortunate enough to meet a few people in person through style sessions and things like that. I have this like string that's getting all up in my face. You know, I met them through style sessions and whatnot. But like the power of connection, there is something to be said for helping another human being without expecting anything in return. And I think that is just so amazing. Does anyone else feel that way? Like helping someone else out just gives you such a high. Am I the only one that feels that way? I doubt it. But let me know if you resonate with that. And so like this morning, right, as I'm getting everyone together, I was like so giddy in the fact that I was able able to bring so many people that I love from different parts of my life together and to introduce them or to rekindle friendships. Like two of the ladies had met, but they didn't get to exchange information at the original event. But I got to be the connector between those two people, and like, how amazing is that? So let me know if you have resonated with this. Either you've benefited from a connection, or maybe you also love connecting other people. Gosh, it gave me such a high. And what I love is fashion. Fashion is what has given me the opportunity and the avenue to find this other side of me, this other gift, let's say, in connecting people and finding this other passion that is so fulfilling. You know, if it wasn't for fashion and style helping me in the first place, I wouldn't be able to fulfill these needs and to feel good connecting people in this other way. But it all is connected. So even if you're not doing what you're passionate about right now, what skills do you have and what opportunities do you have that you can utilize to get to where you want to be? And I didn't even know that this is where I wanted to be. I didn't even know that, like, connecting people, I'm making dinner as I'm doing this. You know, I didn't even know that connecting people could feel so powerful and could make me so happy and so excited. This is something that just kind of came to be all of a sudden. And I'm super fortunate that through, just by, like, you know, putting myself out there, I've been able to find this other passion of connecting people. And it's just so amazing. I think connection is so important. And I have to say, the community that I am with right now, too, all of these women that I have been meeting are the best people. And that is something that was missing in my life for a very long time. Now, don't get me wrong. I have the absolute best friends in the entire world. My girlfriends, oh my God, they are my people. But they're in a different sphere than I am. You know, they work a traditional 9-to-5, or some of them are stay-at-home moms. So I connect with them on different levels. These people that I'm connecting with now, they're entrepreneurs, they're creatives. So we're in the same sphere, you know, we're networking, we're going to events. So we're kind of in the same world in that sense. But also, who doesn't want to make new friends, you know? And I went to an event recently, and it was a chamber event. And that was really interesting. Because I don't do, like, traditional networking. It doesn't make sense for me. It does not make sense for me to do traditional networking with, like, realtors and, you know, insurance agents and all that stuff. Nothing wrong with that. But, you know, it's just not really where I am. Oh, dang it. I thought I had something else in here. And I don't, but that's okay. I'll make it work. Thought I had some other sauces in here. So anyway, I don't do a whole lot of that, but it was interesting meeting some of those people at this event, because I don't typically, you know, network with those industries. It's just not the same. But I met some great people, but it was just interesting to go to, like, a different kind of event than what I had been to recently. But what's been so fun about meeting people and going to events and supporting people is every time I go to an event, I'm meeting someone new. I'm gaining a new opportunity for myself. But then what's amazing is also when I go to these events, I'm also able to, like, network and connect my friends that are already within my sphere. So it just continues to grow. And the more you support your friends, you know, the more that they're going to support you. And it's not always easy. Let me tell you, I am tired. I am tired. My eyes hurt. This is the time for me to do it. This is the time for me to put myself out there. This is the time for me to make those connections. This is the time for me to grow my network. I've seen it start to flourish. And so I don't know. You can take it for what it is. I'm kind of in this weird space too where I feel like my platform right now is shifting a little bit. It used to obviously be just fashion, and now I talk about a lot of other things as well, you know, personally as well as professionally. But I think it all very much resonates, right? Because like I said, fashion is another way that I have built connection with people. And it's given me the opportunity to build these other connections in person here in Raleigh. I wouldn't be going to the initial conferences, right, if I had a different career. That's what put me in the rooms with these people in the first place. And you can have connection in person. You can have connection virtually. You can connect through your career. You can connect through life experiences, right? Think about all the connections you have. All your connections are different, but they're all very special and unique in their own way, right? So I have connection with my sister-in-laws. I have a connection with my husband. I have a connection with my mom. I have a connection with my friends. I have a connection, you know, with my boss. I have a connection with my coworker. I have a connection with my friends who live close by. I have a different connection with my friends that live in other states. There's so many different ways to find connection, but I guess all of this is to say too, if you're not feeling fulfilled in something, see if maybe that's something that's missing. You know, that's what's been interesting is I personally have been working with a coach. I know, buddy, you have food in your bowl. You have food in your bowl. Yes, you do. I know you like to act like you don't, but I see it. I see your food. You have food, you have water, you have everything you need. He's communicating with me. He's connecting with me in an interesting and different way, but right, I have a connection with my cat. Anyway, all this to say, connection is one of my top core needs. It's how I feel fulfilled. That interaction today was just so amazing. And then I saw one of the other girls post about it, and I was like, yes, girl, I feel you. But learn what your core needs are. So I work with Lisa, and we focus on your six core needs. And I kind of have, and then you kind of break it down into like your top 3. I kind of have top 4, because 2 of mine are really close, but mine are like significance, contribution, community, or no, it's like connection, certainty. That's a big one for me. But what was great was I was able to bring them all together, right? So Sunday, I went to an event, and let me know if anyone relates to this. If you're interested in learning about your core needs, send me a DM and I can like kind of talk you through it. It's been very fascinating. It's been a great learning experience for me and a really good way for me to get to know like who is Camelia and what's important to her and how can I be a better version of me by playing to my strengths or learning what my weaknesses are, you know, or things that make me feel uncomfortable. How can I work around them? And so that was a great example. Sunday, I wanted to go and support my friend, but it was a market and I didn't want to go by myself because like I didn't really know the venue. I didn't know who was going to be there. I didn't want to like have to make conversation or be awkward or whatever. So I had sent out an invitation. One of my girlfriends was like, yeah, I'll totally go. And I was like, great, love that, thank you so much. And so we went to the event. So I was with someone that I knew, which created that certainty for me. I also like kind of knew the venue. I felt significant going because the venue, Glow Fitness, just came on as one of the sponsors for the Self-Love Slumber Party, the event that I am hosting. So that gave me the feeling of significance, like, hey, I'm meant to be here. I also knew a few of the vendors that were going to be there. So that was great. It gave me that feeling of contribution, right, significance, all that. And then connection. I was able to connect my friend that I went with. She connected with one of my friends who was there promoting her nail business. She does nails, waxing, facials, all that stuff. like, she's an esthetician. And my friend who just moved here from the area, she signed up for the 2-week trial. Hello, buddy. I know. Look at him. He's just wanting the attention. Hello. Hello. Mama's cooking, so she's not going to pet you right now, but... So she signed up, so she benefited. She signed up for the 2-week trial for it's like a dance studio, but they do a bunch. They do like bar, yoga, Pilates, sound bath, meditation, step aerobics, dance. Like they do all this stuff there, right? Really, really cool place. And then she also worked with my friend who does the nails and the waxing and all that, made an appointment. So like I was able to make those connections for those people. So really by going to this one event, I filled all of my core needs: community, contribution, significance, connection, certainty. I don't even know what all my core needs are, but anyway, bundling them all in different words. So it was so good, but like connection was the biggest thing that I was able to take away from that. Continuing to facilitate my own connections and building new connections with other people. And then what's really cool is they met through me. So it's like, kind of like I am always going to be a part of their relationship. You know what I mean? Like their bond was made possible because I was the facilitator. And that's something that is so special. Like, is that not so cool to be like, oh my gosh, look at these people that I brought together. Look at how I made this other person's life. I mean, you can say better, right? Significance doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be totally life-changing. It could just be, helping somebody out. But it drives that connection. We all need connection. And that was just really cool to be a part of that. And then for all of that, right? Yeah, that was just yesterday. And then today that connection was taken a step further and we brought more people, new people into our circle in different ways. Man, oh man. That made me feel very, very special. And so I just want to share that message of like, but all of this is happening. Really what it comes down to. And if you watched the video this long, let me know. Thank you for keeping me company while I'm cooking my dinner. Really what it comes down to is me saying yes to like, what does Camellia want? What does Camellia need? What is going to make Camellia feel confident and secure in who she is? And because I started questioning those things, I started working with a coach and focusing and finding what made me happy. And so that's just my journey and my story. But what I want you to do is ask yourself, like, who are you? Who is Stacy? Who is Sarah? Who is Amy? Who is Ashley? Whoever is watching right now, right? Who are you? What makes you feel happy? Is it connecting people? Is it building your network? Is it making friends? Is your happiness and your security, is it your independence? Maybe that is something. Maybe independence is what's super important to you. And you like doing new things, but you like doing them by yourself. Girl, I admire you. Independence is not my strength. Like, what is it that makes you feel happy? Is it growth? Is it trying new things, right? Is it learning a new skill? Is it, do you have your own business? Is it expanding? Is it taking it to the next level? What makes you happy? What makes you feel significant? For me, it's connection. That makes me so happy, so giddy, so fulfilled. And I think connection is so important to so many people, but on so many different levels. You can build a connection with someone online. Even if you don't know the person, you can still be connected to them. So think of connection in so many different ways, But with that being said, dinner is now cooked. We're doing some Asian veggies tonight. Super simple. Husband's going to be home in a little bit, and then we're going to get changed. We have the gym tonight. But thank you so much for hopping on, keeping me company. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and maybe I'll do more. But I enjoyed just sharing what was on my mind. Thank you for letting me do that. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Yeah. Oh, you want to say goodbye, Calvin? Okay, Calvin wants to say goodbye too. Bye. You want to say goodbye too, Lily? Bye. Those are my kitties.